Hello, Maria Paith here with Maria's Angelic Enlightenment, coming to you live from Waverly, Iowa. I am an angel reader, a soul coach, an author. I've written the book, Angel Decoding: Secret Keys to Communicating with Your Angels. And today we're going to talk a little bit about everyday meditation. I do a longer version of this in my Angelic University membership community, and you can find out more information about Angelic University at mariapaith.com. So my name.com, and I hope that you may find that university helpful. I do offer a free half-hour session with me, either a soul coaching session or an angel session when you become a new member, when you sign up, and when you renew every year. And also the class, the Sacred Circle class is in there, as well as other discounts for some of my other events. Anyways, today, everyday meditation. I want to talk briefly about this because I did have longer class that I've already recorded, but briefly, why do we meditate? What is it about meditation? For those that are scientific, in nature, and understand the science of the benefits of meditation. It's a way to relax the body, to reduce stress. Science has found that we have, we can bring our cardiovascular system into better rhythm and also benefit cardiovascularly from meditation. The brain gets much more active in terms of alertness and its ability to stay with, I guess, greater cognizance ability, the ability to think and expand in knowledge, and also to have memory, better memory. The digestive system benefits from meditation in terms of more complete digestion, and also quelling anxiety, which tends to affect the digestive system, and often creates havoc in gut health. We have found benefits in stronger structure, and the body's skeletal system can benefit from meditation, particularly the musculature system and the skeletal system benefit from yoga meditation. And so there are many forms of meditation: active meditation, like walking and eating, yoga, active meditation, also reflective meditation. Reflective meditation, where you go within, where you're quiet, where you're silent; guided meditation, where you are being guided by another person, an instructor; also alternate nostril breathing meditation. We did a complete cycle of that earlier, and that is a very powerful way to expand the capacity of your respiratory system. I have noticed in doing alternate nostril breathing in a meditative way that my capacity to extend my exhale and my inhale has lengthened, and that is lung capacity expanding. There are, again, listen. You can look at the research of the benefits of meditation, but my question to you is, why not? Why not give it a try? Why not, if you are, curious, why not? And one of the most simplest, I believe, of meditations is mindful. So under the umbrella of meditation is mindfulness. Being mindful and being in the present moment is very powerful. And I encourage you to start with maybe a snack. So, for instance, eating an apple or a banana, or your favorite cookie, or even popcorn, and or having a protein bar, anything that would be like just one simple item, a snack. And take that snack and hold it in your hand, and with the intention of slowing down and mindfully enjoying all of the experience with this particular food. You want to visually connect with the color. You want to use the sense of smell and really take in the various scents. Maybe it's a savory scent, maybe it's a sweet scent. Hear the crunching or the smoothness of it. Listen to the way that the fruit, the cookie, the popcorn may crunch, and how it's being your teeth are connecting with it. The texture, the spices, the feeling that you get when you are, enjoying this snack. And then, relax. Call attention to your body and yourself to relax into this opportunity to absorb all the aspects of your time with this, snack. And it may sound, like very simple, but this is a way to really begin to train yourself to be mindful about many things, particularly when you are eating. Being mindful and slowing down a bit can really benefit your digestive system, can really support, you in fully digesting and being more present for yourself. And it's an easy aspect. We all eat. And so, consider mindful eating. And not for every meal, just start with a snack. You definitely don't want to do mindful eating when you are, in a group setting, and or where you're supposed to be having lunch with the girls, or your kids are needing you, and everybody's asking questions at the dinner table. This is not That's important to be mindful and be present for your family at that time. Mindful eating is a really great way to just start, and to be aware of the nourishment that is coming from this item. And that is a really easy everyday meditation that you can apply at any time that you may have a moment to yourself and a snack. Um, Another everyday meditation is mindful walking. I prefer to think of mindful walking as a way of, kind of decluttering the busy mind. And so, you'll have on any given day, you can have a list in your mind, things that you have to get done, or things that are expected of you, or things that you need to plan for in the future. And the list like keeps coming and coming and coming and growing and growing and growing. Um, and so mindful walking would be, okay, I'm just going to spend the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hour walking. I'm going to go for a walk. And the walk is really about clearing my head. The walk is really about everything that's coming. I can't do anything about it when I'm on a walk. So I notice it, that it comes in. Oh, I have to make sure I buy dog food before I, go home tonight. Okay, let it go, because what you need will come back to you, and we don't want to focus on it. Being aware of a situation, a thing, a thought is important, but not to attach to it. So letting, that kind of slide by and going, oh, and then taking yourself back to the walk. Here you are, I hope, out in nature, and or with nature around, or maybe there's cars going by. In any respect, feel the wind on your face. Notice the little birds, the little, animals that may be scurrying by. Pay attention to the sky and what it looks like. Focus on a cloud. Enjoy the way that the earth feels when your feet touch the earth. Be engaged in, the physicality of walking, and the strength that you have and the ability that you have. And consider that, the sun is shining, or the wind is blowing, or the rain is falling, or there's misting, or there's some snow, or be aware of the weather, but not letting it take you away just being in it and being grateful for it, almost like we do when we're savoring that piece of food. You're savoring the day. You're noticing with all of your senses, your eyes, your nose, your ears, even your mouth and your physical body and your heart, how this walk is benefiting you. So I encourage mindful walking to be a more reflective time for you. um, then that helps to decompress the physical movement. Yoga is a mindful practice as well, because we are listening and working on different body parts and giving attention to like those body parts in different poses. Unless you're doing like the end of the yoga, I think it's Vinasana, when you're, in the in repose. In that respect, it's much better just to go within and not necessarily to focus on anything else. But the rest of the time, mindful practice is meditative, and being in the moment with that experience. So there are many ways that we can meditate. There are many ways that we can practice mindfulness. The most important thing is that you are taking time out from the busy chaos and you're taking time to breathe. I have come to practice deep breathing anytime I hear a singing bowl. So I have several singing bowls, but I take a deep breath anytime I hear the singing bowl, because one of the meditative practices that I used to do way before there were all these cool tools for meditating was on a cassette tape. If you know what that is anymore, but it was on a cassette tape, and it began with a ding, a dong, and then it was silent for 20 minutes. That was actually recorded on a cassette tape because we didn't have timers and iPhones. So on my start was like this blank recording that had a ding at the beginning and a ding at the end in 20 minutes, so that I could have this awareness and practice the 20 minutes of quietude. Practice centering prayer was my first experience with meditation. And that was back in the day, 30 years ago, in Denver, Colorado, where I took a beautiful class, really in Denver, the middle of the city, from a wonderful nun that was teaching meditation. They called it Centering Prayer, because Father Keating had written a book about centering prayer and how the monks traditionally in the Catholic Church have been doing centering prayer since the ancient times, and it was encouraged that we should bring this to the general public. They should bring it to the general public because so many people were like beginning to flock to Eastern traditions to find relaxing modes of meditative reflection. And so the centering prayer was available at a church that in a neighborhood church, and I thought I would attend. And there was over 200 people there. It was a beautiful experience. And I remember during a break going up to the nun and just asking, a question, because at that time, 30 years ago, we had some, a strange connotations with meditation. And one of the concerns was somebody had said, well, meditation, or that sounds like, you could be inviting something into your consciousness that, shouldn't be there. And so I asked this nun, I said, do I need to worry about, any negativity or any, demons creeping into my consciousness? And she's like, oh, beautiful soul, where you are going, nothing evil can enter. This is a time for you and God. A most exciting adventure where you and the Holy One can connect. And I was like, amen to that. I was all in for it. And again, when I started, I had this nice blank tape that they sold to me for a couple dollars, with a ding at the beginning of 20 minutes, a ding at the end, because we didn't have those. We had a kitchen timer, but that would go tick, 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 tick. and you don't want that. But it's just so funny when I think about, how I started way back when, with centering prayer as a practice. Centering prayer is very similar to very other traditional meditative structures. I remember meditating with a friend that has learned transcendental meditation, and our time structure was exactly the same as 20 minutes. She learned about connecting to a mantra. I learned about connecting to a centering word, and that word was peace. For me, but you can choose bliss, you can choose love, you can choose joy, you can choose Jesus, you can choose Holy Spirit, you can choose love. I think I said that one already. And you can choose bliss, harmony, um, enlightenment. There's so many beautiful words that you can choose, but it's just a word that helps you to redirect the busy mind, because our busy minds will make those lists. Our busy minds will begin to think about the to-dos, and then take us away from this beautiful present moment where we can go within and call the presence of God to us and just spend time in that quietude. Ancient man had time like this. Modern man has distractions. And they don't have to be distractions if we learn how to redirect our attention and spend time in the modern conveniences, and then take time for self growth, self reflection, self awareness, and healing. In the quiet, we can bring to us love. In the quiet, we can bring consciousness and change. In the quiet, we can begin to train ourselves to redirect from pesky distractions, and to be more mindful of the moments and the presence, which is a present for all of us. Again, this is a short little excerpt of the whole class that I taught this morning for Angelic University, and I encourage you to meet me there. I'd love to have you as a member and part of our community. I am Maria Paith with Maria's Angelic Enlightenment, coming to you from Iowa this morning, where it's a little bit chilly. It is February morning, but hey, all is well. Take time to breathe in and out regularly, at least once an hour. Even a minute of meditation can take you into the japa moment, the space of quietude and reflection. Thank you for listening. It's been wonderful. God bless you. And until next week, I'll see you then. Be well.